when Jesus went to Bethany to visit his friends, Mary, Martha, and their brother Lazarus, right? We know that the story told us that Mary sat at Jesus' feet while Martha was busy serving and hosting the guests that were in her home, right? So there was nothing wrong with what Martha was doing. The problem is that in her business, she decided to cast judgment on her sister Mary. And because she saw that her sister was sitting down at Jesus' feet, she did not really pay too much attention to the purpose of why her sister was there. Instead, she decided to cast judgment by asking Jesus to tell Mary to come and help her out. Because, of course, we all know when we are hosting people, sometimes it can be a little stressful and anxiety provoking. So in her case, I'm sure she was under some type of anxiety, trying to get the food ready, get all her nice china plates out to be able to feed the guests in her home, one being a very important guest who was Jesus at that time, right? So she had a little bit of anxiety, and she saw that her role was overwhelming, so she decided to judge wrongly her sister's role, right? And Jesus kind of, in a very nice way, said to her, Martha, you are busy about and careful about many things, but Mary has chosen the better things, right? So this is the thing that we do as human beings and as Christians. We get so busy with the life, with the everyday mundane things of life, that sometimes we overlook what is important. In this case, what Jesus, called important, which is our spiritual life, right? Of course, service is great. Service to humanity, service to the church, service, ministry services, leadership services, just serving others is one of the tenets of Christianity. However, God also wants us at his feet to be fed, to receive spiritual, refilling and transformation before we can be of service to anyone. When we are too busy and we don't have too much time for our spiritual life, that can affect other areas of our lives, okay? And so